ladies and gentlemen, ho, 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 Merry... We need someone from wardrobe. I don't care. Is she not working today? This isn't gonna work. I need some alternatives. Merry Christmas and No, this isn't gonna work either. What? Can we get somebody in here who knows what they're doing? That's better. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bob Doyle Show, Christmas in July edition. Please don't stand up again and applaud. You didn't anyway. My sleigh bells ringing? It's hard to tell because the singers are so loud. Look, I understand that I really should have had some sleigh bells here. Right, to go along with it. I got two things against me. One being, I don't have sleigh bells. Hold on.
It's the Bob Doyle Show.
All right.
It's the Bob Doyle Show.
Okay, so first of all...
It's the Bob Doyle Show.
All right, we've got a...
It's the Bob Doyle Show.
All right, we have got a jam-packed room of comments and chatters. It's awesome. Can you feel the spirit? I hope everybody got some punch and some egg-ganaga. We are celebrating Christmas in July, but there is so much I have to say right up front. This has been a crazy morning. But first, let's acknowledge that Andy and Leanne and Sherry is here, Vicky is here, Noemia and Kathy, and other people too, who were up top because they took action when I asked so politely. I think I was polite over at Facebook, promoting this show, begging basically, please come to the Christmas in July show. I've been waiting since December. You know, like a little baby. And, okay, Andy says I was polite. But here's the thing. All right, so Leanne addressed the first thing that I was going to get to, and that is that I totally own that I look like Waldo right now. So congratulations. If you were looking, you have found me. But as you can see, the other wardrobe choices didn't work. Now, if I had a blue screen back here, I could have totally done it. Except that my piercing blue eyes would have been chroma keyed out and you would have seen mountains behind through my eyes. Perhaps some of you already do. I'd like to recite a poem called Mountains in Your Eyes by Bob Doyle, being written right now. I see mountains in your eyes. I see the clouds. I see the skies. I see the rain off in the distance. There's no word that rhymes with distance. What's your problem? Don't you rhyme? Don't you do it all the time? Could you get back to the show? That is why they're here, you know. You never know what you're gonna get at the Bob Doyle Show. You guys, seriously, you're gonna get a leg workout standing up so much. Who's in the chat room now? Who's new? No one. I think we got who we're gonna get, unless you all go out in the world. And look, I'm not talking about anything really important. Besides, we need replay. The shows need replayability, right? You'll never catch everything on just one viewing of the Bob Doyle Show. I know I never do. I always watch back and go, I don't remember saying that. Lots of times I say I shouldn't have done that. Lisbeth has her coffee. She's got her good mood and this show, and she, as they say, or she said, well, right here, you can't really see it, is good. So I have determined that I am a robot and that I am being affected by Mercury retrograde. Because, folks, today has been, it's been challenging from a technical point of view, but mostly my brain. Like, if I get through this show, it'll be a Christmas miracle. I don't have coffee anywhere near me because if I was amped up even one more iota, don't think that's a proper use. But if I was, I don't know what would happen. Fire would be shooting out of my mouth maybe, or my nose, even worse. But why Christmas in July? Well, as I shared on my live Facebook last night, oh wait, let me tell you one more Mercury retrograde story about my brain. One of the things I wanted to be able to tell you was that as part of this creating the ambiance, in addition to the snow-covered mountains that are over here, one of these days I'm going to get this straight. Comments here, mountains here. Comments, mountains, comments, mountains, comments, mountains. Hey! It's a very rhythmic sort of a show. Oh, I don't remember what I was saying. Look, let's just get to, oh yes. So what I wanted to do, in addition to saying mountains, see, I remember the whole thing, is I wanted to say I'm also enjoying my oil diffuser putting out a combination of it's that kind of day. I can't afford to drop things on my keyboard. It changes the scenes. It could wreck the whole show. Oh, I forgot to tell you the wardrobe malfunction. I got to tell you that too. Rosemary, which I think actually smells a little more like Christmas trees than even pine needle, which I went ahead and put in there for good measure, and then cinnamon, right? That's Christmassy, and I'm thinking I'll just sit here and bask in it, right? Now, this is an oil diffuser, which I've shared on this show many, many times before. It's a great one. Got it off, a Facebook ad. So I'm getting it all prepared, and I look over and I realize, hey, I plugged it in. Why is it not going? Why is there no clock display? And why is there a puddle of water on this glass shelf? Something happened and water got into the innards of the thing, and it is at least temporarily fried. You know how sometimes you go, well, maybe it'll dry out. That's the stage of denial I'm in right now. So this is my grieving process, and I am smack dab in the middle of denial. It'll dry up, no problem. In 1994, someone poured a full beer into a synthesizer keyboard. Wouldn't even turn on. 24 hours later, no problem. But maybe that's just the magic of the 90s. Yes, well, it doesn't matter about the smell-o-vision because, as I said, the oil diffuser is dead. So in order for me to have this experience, I just have to open these up and go, oh, Christmas tree. But it's not this ongoing thing. Which, what a bummer, right? Because I'm sure it would have affected the way I was coming across. Now, the other thing in the comments that I absolutely must address, we're going to play some ukulele stuff too, and it's not all going to be Christmas. There's a couple of things I'm going to do that I just want to do because I want to do them. I got the opportunity, I got the uke, I got you. Why not do them? Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's the nicest thing that anyone's ever done from where you're speaking of that. They couldn't be a better segue. Andrew, earlier in the comments, it's already scrolled up. The comments are over here. We discussed this. Comments, mountains. Yay. Why can't I do this? Why can't I get this? But he made a reference to a line of a song, Father Christmas. He's the meanest man in the whole wide world, and he knows it. From the musical Scrooge, starring Albert Finney, arguably the best Scrooge story out there of Christmas Carol. That happens all the time. If you haven't seen Scrooge, the musical, you haven't seen A Christmas Carol in my estimation. Oh, sure, that's probably biased because I was a kid at that time and it means something to me. Some of you may like this, John Barrymore, Lionel Barrymore. See, I'm right at that age where I don't really know what I'm talking about with those older movies. Lionel Barrymore. Some of you may like Bill Murray in Scrooged. Just depends on where you were introduced to the story. Maybe some of you like Scrooge McDuck. Never saw it, couldn't care less. Oh, look at that. Andrew reposted it. Comments, mountains. Hey! See, there's no like RL, right, left. There's nothing to tell me. It's not working for me. Anyway. But that reminded me of another lyric in that song, which was, they call him a skinflint. Skinflint. And as I typed this to Andrew in the comments, he's a skinflint, I've realized, A, I've never typed that word before. I'm not even sure I've said it out loud until today. And as soon as I did, I'm like, this word is whacked. And very dangerous. Skinflint. Now, I know this isn't that kind of show. And it's Christmas, Bob. Come on, there's little kids watching. Are there? That'd be weird. Hey, kids, gather around. Bob Doyle Show's on. He's always coherent and has a good thing to say. Anyway, skinflint. A person who would save, gain, or extort money by any means. Skinflint. Let's all say it together. Look, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1. Okay? And we're all, wherever we are in the world, even if you're on the replay, you're going to say out loud, skinflint. And hopefully what you will imagine is everyone else doing it, at least however many people are watching this, and then people in the future. Time's an illusion anyway, guys. We're quantum stuff. Don't you know this by now? We're all going to say skinflint at the same time. We're going to put this skinflint energy out in the universe, and then let's watch what happens out in the world and see if somehow, for some reason, skinflint comes back into the lexicon. And people are just randomly calling people skinflint. And then soon, we won't remember a time when we didn't say skinflint again. We won't even remember that it was a thing that went away. Skinflint, of course. That's like wasn't that the 4th word invented? That's how it's going to be. Maybe. This is a social experiment. All right. All right, so Andy has filled in the blanks here. He's a miser, he's a skinflint, he's a stingy lout. Leave your stocking out for your Christmas gift and he'll steal it. Oh, coming. All the songs in that are great, and I'm not even a musical person. I mean, I'm a musical person, I just don't like musicals. Go figure. What's that about? What? Oh yeah, forget. Here we go. 3. Remember what we're doing? We're saying skinflint. I'm counting down. Thank you, Terry, because you reeled me back in. 3, 2, 1. Skinflint. Okay, so now we've done that. Let's do it again, but with feeling. 1, 3. Wait, how do you do a countdown again? 3, a 2, a 1. Skinflint. Yeah, something like that. Give it some, like really put it out there. Can we do it one more time? And then I challenge you to use this word in a sentence today. Refer to someone. If you can do it to their face, more power to you, because, you're calling them, it's not a nice word. But you could do it in a joking way. You're out to dinner, do you want to split this check, or should I get it? What are you, some kind of skinflint? To which they'll go, I saw the Bob Doyle Show too, and then you'll hug. Ugh. So you remember that ultimately this show is about making the world a happier place. And happiness begins with hugs. We're going to trademark that. So you can't say it without paying me, $6? That seems fair. All right, so now, as I've said, we're gonna that's an old Christmas favorite called, Hey, did you leave those lights on all night? Because we're not made of money. But we got some other ones too. And just a reminder, we're not just doing Christmas songs, but we're gonna start off with one. you know. So now we've done one, all right? And we got a few more that we'll do throughout the course of the morning. I saw these here a second ago, and
So many fun toys, right? Fun toys like
this. Hold on. We'll find it here. Wait. Hello. I'll find it. Hello, I'm Arnold. No, not Arnold. That's a terrible name. I mean, for one of these guys. Hello, I need a name. Somebody give me a name. I'll sit here and we'll wait for you to give me a name. Meanwhile, we'll do this. This is my waiting face. We're waiting for a name. We're waiting for a name. But not a Rudolph. No. No. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Hey, all right. I can't wait for your name. So it's going to be Brent. Hello, I'm Brent the Elf, and I'm unhappy with my position at the Pole of Northness. I'm at the North Pole. You see, working at the North Pole because of all the magnetics up there with the polarization and the equator and where it is and the whole thing, it messes with your brain and you get a little like that. And so I have to go, I'm going to have to file like a class action lawsuit against Santa Claus. Wait a minute.
What's this you say? Of class action lawsuit against me? You can't do that.
sure I can.
Voice, see, because it's not just, it's messing with my voice and it's messing with everything.
You can't blame me for that.
Santa, hold on. Santa, it seems like your voice is messed up too.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is how I always talk. Oh.
Santa,
I have some grievances, and I'm representing the rest of the elves to express them.
That's preposterous. How can anyone have grievances at the North Pole? It's the happiest place on Earth.
actually, I think
There's someone else who has that trademark. You probably shouldn't say things like that.
I can't talk to you anymore. You're being ridiculous.
Well, then can I talk?
Can I talk to that snowman behind you?
Happy birthday!
Yay! It's snow.
It's Frosty,
It's Brimblebrack, the snowman, and he is here to join me in my list of complaints.
Yes, I have some complaints. Happy birthday, by the way. If I didn't say that before, I think I did because I always do before I say anything. I'm here in cooperation with the elves because I too am experiencing some poor work conditions.
I just ripped my headphones out my ears. Hold on. Maybe I mentioned Mercury retrograde. Hold on one moment. La di da da da, do 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 da da, do 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 da 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 do 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 do.
No, whatever your name was, Snowman. What grievances are you talking about?
Well, you keep me in a heater for one thing, a little tiny box that says heater right on it. And then at night you say, Frost, whatever you said my name was, go into the heater where you should sleep. And that's not good, obviously.
Costume change. Hold on, I keep pulling my earphones out. Here we go. Let's see, where was I in this conversation?
This whole thing is getting stupid. I'm out of here.
Yeah, and that's the attitude you always have, Santa. Get out of here.
Anyway, that's how we play pretend at Christmas time. I hope you played along at home because that's how we have fun here. Oh boy, this. You don't want to even know what's in there. So, yeah, I originally had all sorts of other ideas for the show, what things we were going to do. Certainly knew the ukulele was going to be part of it. But then there were all sorts of technical issues. I might have mentioned the Mercury retrograde, and I was panicking, and then a magical elf came to the rescue and provided me with all of these right?
Hello, welcome to Christmas. I am the Snow Uncle. I'm Uncle Snow. Come on in, it's cold outside, isn't it? We've got all sorts of Christmas merriment for you in here. Just step right in now. Take off your boots, for heaven's sake. Don't you see the carpet's just been cleaned? For heaven's sake, what, you're raised in a barn?
Now, I don't know why Uncle Snow has that hat. But hey, you know, Uncle Snow's just always kind of been his own person. So here's my question for you. What are you doing? That's my question. What are you doing? What are you doing? That's not my question. What are you doing with me along now here? Horrifying. Chip Dugan. Okay, we'll revisit that in a minute, Terry. I don't know how the real Christmas is going to top this. That's right. That's what we're here to make this. See, look, why not? Let's go back to why I'm doing this. Why am I doing any of this? I'm doing it because it's freaking hot outside here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm in the middle of the desert. People shouldn't be here. It's wrong. What are we thinking? All you got to do is go outside and go, this isn't for humans. No. No, this is for tumbleweeds and lizards. But no. We're just like, I think we know better than nature. We're just going to build buildings here. Anyway. Meanwhile, we go outside and our cars are 100 million inside temperature. You know, you get out and your back is still on your car seat. Ooh, that's a horrible thought. But it's even more horrible to experience. Let's talk to you about how many times your back is stuck to a seat. I'm not saying anything. It would really be better if the comments were over here so that when I turn to look at them in real life, IRL, on my monitor, that's how I do it. Peek behind the curtain. It would look like maybe I'm approximating looking at the screen, but instead I'm like, let me look out the window or I don't know what. But are you in the Christmas spirit now? And look, if Christmas has a negative association, I invite you to, from this day forward, embrace Christmas in July as your new way to think about Christmas. You know, and it's all just about goofing off. Remember when we were kids and the holidays were just about goofing off, and then boy, oh boy, we got to be parents and all that stuff. And Christmas became something else. Bob, I don't know what you're talking about. Our family has always maintained... All right. You want to get a show? Go for it. Press go live. It's easy. Oh, that's not the Christmas spirit. I'm sorry. I owe all of you an apology. And a song. And now it's an oldie but a goodie. Not that I wouldn't get a Luddy. Yes, a Luddy's a thing that you get on Christmas if you're a king like me. So how long did it take before you recognized it? Silent night, holy night. All is calm. You guys can be seated. I do appreciate your enthusiasm, however. I see. Okay, so now we've done 2 dose. We got a few more that we're going to do over the course of the... Sorry, I'm getting... He's on right now? Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, now I had hoped this would happen. But, you know, you just never know with this guy. But I'm happy to say that we have a guest with us on the line right now. We're going to talk to him. I think you'll know him. You may just love him. You may have issues with him. I have no idea. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Santa Claus.
Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho.
Santa, you don't seem so... You guys can be seated. You don't seem so enthusiastic.
I really don't think you're going to be too happy when you hear what I have to say, Bob.
What are you talking about, Santa? I love what you have to say every time you say anything. You're Santa.
Yes, well, I'm a little disappointed in you.
Disappointed in me? Why?
This mockery you're making of Christmas.
Mockery? I love Christmas. You know I love Christmas. Look inside my heart. You'll see that I love Christmas.
You may say you love Christmas, but the way you're approaching it, with those crazy teeth and those ridiculous heads...
I thought you'd like it. I thought it'd be like it's an homage to you. I'm celebrating you, Santa. I would never make fun of you in a real deep, hurtful way.
I didn't say you were hurtful, but now that you're saying it like that, I do feel a little bit hurt. What's with the big head and the attitude?
It's parody, Santa. You know, I like to goof around. You know this about me. We've worked together so many times. You know my sense of humor. I don't mean anything by it.
Yes, well, you may have new viewers today. After all, it's Christmas in July, and that doesn't happen very often now, does it?
It happens in July.
Don't be a smartass.
Whoa, Santa, jeez. I gotta say, that's a little uncomfortable to hear.
How do you think I felt watching that ludicrous behavior of yours just now? Frosty the Snowman or whatever you say. You couldn't even remember his name. It's preposterous.
Look, it's just, you know, when you're just making stuff up on the fly, you never know what's going to come out. I just, you know, it's just, if that's live broadcasting, Santa, you know this too.
I know. Look, you passed my test. It's all good.
Oh, Santa, you're messing with me again. Why do you do that?
I just like to keep you on your toes. Listen, Bob, I've got a little something for you.
Something for me?
After all, it is Christmas in July, is it not?
No, it totally is Christmas in July.
Right. So if you look down on the floor, I think you'll find a little something.
This?
Look the other direction.
Oh, whoa. A whole bag of toys.
Well, they're not really toys.
What are they? They're not receipts or something, are they?
No, they're not receipts. Just play with them. Have fun and have a wonderful Merry Christmas.
That's it? That's it. You come in, drop off some bags, you're out of here.
Well, what are you expecting?
Well, we got a live audience. They could say something to you. They could ask you questions about, like, I got a question. Okay, first of all, everybody, if you have a question for Santa, go ahead and post it. But I got a question for him that I'm going to start things off with. Okay? Here we go. So, Santa, here's my question for you. July. It's July now. What are you doing now on a day-to-day basis?
Well, I'm making toys and things like that.
Now, are you actually making the toys?
Well, no, I stopped making the toys. I never made the toys.
So, you personally have never made a toy?
Wouldn't know the first thing about it. That's why I've got those little guys to help me.
Right, so the elves have all this toy-making skill, and they are not just working, obviously, in December and so on. This is kind of a year-round thing.
Obviously. Do you have any idea how many people there are in the world?
How close do I have to get?
You don't... Bob, you don't have to... It's rhetorical, you silly goof.
Okay, so we got a question from Lisbeth, and she says... Who's that in the background? A Pokemon. Do you have any idea what she's talking about?
I think she's referring to that creature behind me, Bob. And I don't know what it is. I don't do the painting here.
So what do you actually do if you're not making toys and stuff like that?
I have to oversee. I'm the visionary.
The visionary for, do we still need that? I mean, it feels to me, and I don't take any offense to this, but it just feels like to me that the vision of Christmas is pretty well established. And are you like going in every day and going, hey guys,
I'll tell you what I do. I go in every day and I said, hey guys, gather around. At which point they start rolling their eyes.
yeah, because they probably know what's coming because you do it, I guess, every day.
Every day! We have to keep the spirit of Christmas at its beating alive, at least for the workers here.
So you call them workers?
What is this? Is this some sort of ambush?
No, I'm sorry. So, well, you do have a question. Can we go ahead and you can get back to the...
You ask me what I do every day with the elves.
Yeah, I know, but honestly, I think I get the picture. You rally around and you talk about, why we do all of this, and don't forget, what brought you here and all of that.
No, I don't do any of that. I just give out free pancakes and they fill in the blanks.
Oh, see, I was surprised. So Andy says, if there's no chimney, how do you get in the house? That's an age-old question. I think kids have asked that for years. So how do you get in the house?
Well, I have my North Pole battering ram, and I simply just bust the door down. Now, using my magic, of course. People don't hear it. It's a silent battering ram.
Ah, an SBR.
You've heard of them!
Who hasn't? So you use a silent battering ram to get in. So I guess asked and answered. And then, wait, I do have a follow-up question. Is the door damaged?
Beyond repair.
So then when people wake up in the morning and see, pardon me, a damaged door, what do?
They totally freak out.
Yeah. Okay. Because I don't ever remember that happening.
But didn't you always have a chimney, Bob?
I never had a chimney.
Don't have an answer for you. Can't remember. It's too long ago. How old are you? 53?
That's right. You remembered. Oh my God, Santa, I remembered how old I was. All right. So Terry has a question for you, Santa.
Okay, perfect. Let's hear it.
When my son was young, he wanted to buy you some shortbread cookies, but I told him we needed to buy the kind you liked, which was chocolate chip because I don't like shortbread. What's your favorite?
Shortbread. By far. All the others are too sweet, too sugary. The chocolate, it's good at first, of course. You know what I'm talking about.
Right, who doesn't love chocolate, especially at first?
Especially at first. But after a while, oh my God, I mean, you get the sugar crash and shortbread, I don't know, it's just something about it. It's just easier. So next time, consider shortbread.
I love that as a slogan. Santa Claus, next time, consider shortbread.
I love it. We tried it in the 40s, didn't take off.
Oh, okay. All right, any other questions? Guys, we got this opportunity. All right, I'll tell you what, you guys can formulate some questions. In the meantime, we'll do another little number. And now, ladies and gentlemen, whatever notch you're on, take it down one. And breathe like that for the rest of the day. I won't put in many more on the end of that one. Just this once. Terry says very kindly, I could listen to this all day, but you may not believe me because you can't actually see it. Now, if you're watching live, you can just look right up at the comments, go, yes, I can verify that Terry said that, but if you're watching the replay, it's going to take a minute while I let that scroll up and all that. So anyway, we're here with Santa.
And I'm here with you.
See how it works? And I basically opened it up for questions. We got this opportunity. I figure let's, we got him in the room. Let's do this thing. And we got frighteningly few questions. Perhaps it's just that you've been around so freaking long that all the questions have been answered.
I don't really like the way you said that for obvious reasons.
Okay, but we do have one other question, and we are hoping to get some more. It says, do you like milk or something stronger? Did you hear the question?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
I said, do you like milk or something stronger?
Well, I'm a bit embarrassed to say, but I think it's best that I tell you I've become lactose intolerant. Ho, ho, ho.
Lactose intolerant, you mean so you can't even drink milk?
Nope, I just pour it out wherever I can find it. A lot of times it's a potted plant that's nearby. If there's a fireplace, I'll just in there, whatever. Sometimes I pour it in the toilet, but I don't flush because I don't want to make the noise. But then people come down and they see, basically milk in a toilet, and that's disturbing. An extra special Christmas gift.
That's twisted, man. That's like, whatever.
Hey, you do this job for freaking millennia over and over. You're gonna look for some ways to entertain yourself.
You know what? I totally get it. I feel the same way about this show. Let me emphasize that a different way. I feel the same way about this show.
Much better.
Well, grammar and inflection are important.
What does grammar have to do with any of this?
I don't know. I just said it. Remember how I said about live broadcasting and sometimes things just happen?
Yes, I was right here when you said it. Are there any more questions for me, or can I go?
Let me see. There's no more questions for you.
Do you have any questions for me?
So basically, the fact that it's July is no different for you than it is in December because you don't do anything?
It's not that I don't do anything. I just don't make the toys. After all, I do have to do the delivery. Perhaps you forgot that part.
You know what? I seriously did. I was just picturing you just kind of sitting back and watching Christmas happen. But there is that part of the toys actually getting delivered and all that other stuff.
Yeah, that thing about the getting delivered and other stuff. Not an insignificant part of the process.
Nope. Totally. Agreed. Pretty important.
So, what's your question?
My question is, I guess, are you just on total vacation right now?
Total vacation.
And so you have chosen to spend your vacation in a snowy climate?
I don't get your meaning.
Well, it just seems to me that if I was in the North Pole, snowing all the time, I guess it snows all the time.
All the time.
That if I had the ability to take a vacation or go somewhere else, I would go away from the snow.
Huh. Interesting. I never thought of that. Pretty good idea, actually. Have you looked through your bag of toys yet?
You know I haven't.
When are you going to?
I guess I could do it now.
Great, because if there's no questions, I could just move along.
Well, I don't know. I just thought there'd be more questions.
We all thought for woe thought.
What was that?
It was a thing about the ice cream.
Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream?
That's the one.
Okay. I think you're losing it.
I think you're finding it.
Okay, he's totally zoning out right now, so let's get to the bag. I wish we had some theme music like, let's go to the bag, yeah, let's go to the bag. We're gonna go to the bag. We're gonna go to the bag, ba 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 ba, go to the bag, ba 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 ba. And then we get into some sort of do in the background, and then that's when I go through the bag. So let's see what's in here. I honestly don't know for sure. We have the obligatory Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Hold on.
I can see.
I'm gonna have to. This is gonna be hard to listen to because I can't. Obviously,
What I have here is the ability to change my voice on the fly.
Run all the way up. But finding a middle ground is hard.
now I'm supposed to be able to
do that and turn it off.
But it's tricky. Sometimes it works.
Sometimes it doesn't. It's working right then. Anyway, point is, we've got a stuffed Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, arguably the most popular reindeer of all. We sang about him earlier in the show. If you missed it, well, you'll have to watch the replay. Okay, so we got a question for Santa, which we will ask in just a moment, if he's still there. I don't know if he's still there. What are you doing the whole day, Santa? Yes, well, that's what I was trying to get to. He was being pretty stuck in the question. What else we got? Well, is that Odie covered in peppermint, right?
Hi, I'm Odie, and if I talked, I'd talk like this. Nah, that's not right. I think Odie would just talk like... I don't think Odie talks. Maybe that's how he talks. Garfield.
That's probably what he does all day. Let's go back to the bag. Meanwhile, could you guys come up with some questions for Santa? Do you know how difficult it is to get him? Looks like a snowman with a green scarf, which means you'll see through it. That's right. It's the snowman with the floating neck.
That's unfortunate.
I'm the snowman with the floating neck. I'm the snowman with the floating neck. I talk like this because my vocal cords are supposed to be right here. And they're not because my neck isn't working.
I wear this, but I just can't bring myself to do it. Terry says, again, Terry's words are they're always off the screen. My words are I'm always coming up with great t-shirt ideas. That's not one. So we really only have one more. What are you doing during the day? Come on. I need at least 2 questions before I go back to this guy because he's going to be so impatient with me. You heard him. He's already grumpy. What else we got?
Hey, what's going on? Hold on, Hey, what's going on? I'm some sort of reindeer, but my name is clearly not Rudolph because my nose, which I cannot point to, is not red. Who am I? I'm Clive the reindeer. Not the most famous reindeer of all, but still not one to be, trifled with. That's right, I can't eat trifles. I like them, but they're just too sweet for my teeth. And I don't want to end up like this guy. That's working for me. I like this as a new look. Any comments at all? No.
I don't like the fact that I have to keep looking down there any more than you like me looking down there. Okay, so now we got a couple of questions, but not 3. I want one more. I want to come back to him with 3 questions. What do you do when the sleigh breaks? All right, now we have 3 questions. Now we have to see he's there. Santa, are you still there? You are still there. So talk to me. Santa. I see you sitting right there. He's being obstinate.
Look, I already told you I'm done talking to you, and here I am again. And my reverb wasn't working. How can I create the illusion that I'm in a big, spacious, magical place if my reverb's not working?
What are you talking to me about your reverb for? That's on your end.
Okay, so what's the deal? You got 3 more questions or something? Because I'm not talking to you unless you got at least 3.
That's what I figured you'd say, so I waited till we had 3. So here we go. First of all, what are you doing? This is from Lisbeth.
I know who it's from. I'm Santa. I see her when she's sleeping. I know when she's awake. I know if she's been bad or good.
I get it. Then why am I even going through this process of asking you the question?
I know what it is, but your viewers don't.
Actually, they do. They're right in the room, and they can look at the comments. See, right there. They can see the questions.
What are you doing?
All right. The question is, what are you doing the whole day, Santa?
I suppose you mean today.
I'm sure she means today.
Well, I'm talking to you for one thing.
Okay, well, and we appreciate it very much, so thank you. What else are you doing today?
Well, after I'm done with this, I'll play some video games, and then I'll go for a walk, and then I'll probably have a cocktail around 2.
I'm sorry?
What are you sorry about?
No, I'm saying I'm sorry in the way that means I didn't really understand what you said.
You didn't hear me say I'm going to have a cocktail at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Are you trying to pretend like you're shocked that I would have a cocktail at 2 o'clock in the afternoon in the middle of July when it's nowhere near time to work?
I don't know, there's some illusions that are being shattered here.
Well, welcome to life. Ho, ho, ho.
Okay. We got another question for you. It is, are you going to bring Bob a dog for Christmas?
Bob, you?
Yes, I assume, since it's my show and all of that.
Okay, now who's got the attitude?
Sorry? My bad. Ho, ho.
Ho, ho. No, I'm not bringing you a dog.
Right, because I can't have a dog here, as was pointed out by Lisbeth just a couple of comments later.
Right, we don't want you getting into trouble and getting on the naughty list.
You mean I'm not on the naughty list?
No, you're right at the top of the good list.
I am?
Absolutely not.
Okay, last question I have here for now. And then I think we'll play a little song that maybe isn't necessarily Christmas. What do you do when the sleigh breaks?
You mean my magical sleigh that can fly all over the world and deliver all these toys to billions of people, holding infinitely more, exponentially more than a billion toys? How do I handle it when that sleigh, quote unquote, breaks?
That's exactly the question.
It doesn't break, it's a magical sleigh. Oh, sometimes you people.
All right, well, I guess Santa, that they don't really have any more questions for you, because like I said, you've been around forever. We've asked all the questions, all the books have been written, everything's been done. I guess we'll never have a reason to talk to you again.
Well, that would be outstanding, because then I could do more of what I'm doing right now.
Well, right now you're talking to me, so that you just completely went against what you just said.
I meant on either side of doing this, all the other stuff I was talking about, the playing the video games, maybe I have an earlier cocktail, probably so after today. Ho, ho, ho.
Okay. Well, you know what? If somebody asks a question, maybe you'll be standing by, maybe you won't.
Maybe I won't.
You know what would be great is if, when I did this one, I didn't make any mistake. I just said it'd be great. I didn't say it was going to happen. Hey, man, you know, you take risks in broadcasting, and you stated into... Sit down. Sorry, you stated intention. So, hold on now.
We got the wrong pedal push. Let's drop it back to the
That's...
Here we go. This is really appropriate because inside the bag, remaining inside the bag, da-da-da-da-da-da, scary elves, they have jumped right off the shelf. Scary elves, they are right inside your, I don't know. Let's see what we can do.
Hello.
Hello, I don't know what my name is. Hello, I'm Todd. I'm Todd, the Christmas elf show host. My mouth will be moving when the elves are talking. Just try to ignore that. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our first elf, Clementine.
Hi, I'm I'm Clementine, and I'm the first elf.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now let's meet our second elf, Bertrude.
I'm Bertrude.
All right, now these two elves, sit down.
These two elves have been working up a little.
These two elves have been working up a dialogue thing, some sort of a scene, right? I know my voice has changed. Whatever. That's what's gonna happen. It's a Christmas miracle. These two little elves have worked up a scene based on a word that I'm going to randomly look at in the comments. In fact, I'm going to just without looking, point to the screen. My finger has hopefully landed on a word which will inform the conversation that these two are having. The word is nowhere near my finger. I'm going to have to try again. I'm pushing the button and I see R. As in A-R-R. You going to bring Bob a doll for Christmas. So here we go.
R. What's wrong? R. What's wrong, I said just now to you? R. Are you in pain? It sounds like you're in pain. Stop it, man. You're making me want to throw up.
Okay, we're good. Okay, we're okay.
All right, we're going to go on to another word because that worked so well. We're going to try it again. We'll give Clementine or Bertrude or whatever, the other one, the chance to shine. And maybe I've switched them in my hand and it's the same person doing it. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's point to a word. The word this time is the. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, right here. The is the word I pointed to. So today we will bring in Bertram.
Hello.
And he would.
We'll start this off. Here we go.
The.
Stop.
Saying that.
Art, you know, there's no accounting for it. I just want to I want to encourage these guys. You know, they work long hours. They got a vision for themselves, right? And who am I to squash that vision just because I don't get their art? Any questions for Santa, just in case he's still nothing at all? Let me see if I can come up with one more. So far, I'm not coming up with one. So I tell you what. Sorry, that's not really anything. This is, though.
tulips on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles, warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up in string. These are a few of my favorite things.
Yeah, that last part was a mistake. But hey, sit down. Thanks. So not really a Christmas song, but what are you gonna do? We got favorite things in there. Christmas is a favorite thing. And look, I know I'm talking about Christmas a lot since it's called Christmas in July, as indicated here. But you know, just insert your holiday here. There's another great t-shirt. Right? Insert your holiday here. All right, let's see. Santa, are you still there?
Of course I am. I know your show doesn't end till 9, and as much as I'd like to say I've got better things to do, the fact is I really don't.
Okay, awesome. So I got a couple of other questions for you, and one is maybe is what? Santa, this is from Terry. Santa, are you bringing me anything for Christmas?
Oh, Terry. Oh, Terry, 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 Terry. Oh, Terry. Terry, 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 Christmas, Terry. Are you getting anything for Christmas, Terry?
Okay, well, that's not really an answer to the question.
Yes, you're getting something for Christmas, and yes, I'm bringing it. I don't have any substitute people. I just thought, geez, I'll sing a little song. I didn't know you were going to be impatient with me.
I didn't either. It's just one of those things that happens in the moment.
Am I done here?
Yeah, I think we really only have time for like maybe one more song, and I think we're done talking to you. But I appreciate the fact that you took time out of your totally not busy schedule to talk to us.
I appreciate the sarcasm. I'm considering it the greatest gift of the holiday season. Thank you, and good freaking bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Santa Claus. You know, I've been waiting for this moment for, I'm going to say 4 years. Wow, that's specific. It is. There's a song that's played every year around Christmas time. It doesn't belong at Christmas time.
And you're about to find out why.
Maybe it's much too early in the game. Oh, but I think I'll ask you just the same. What are you doing New Year's? New Year's Eve. Who's gonna be the one to hold you tight when it's exactly 12 o'clock that night, welcoming in the new year? New Year's Eve. Maybe I'm crazy to suppose I'd ever be the one that you chose out of 1,000 invitations you'll receive. Oh, but in case I stand one little chance, Here comes that jackpot question in advance. What are you doing New Year's? New Year's Eve.
See? Now it's too early in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We did Christmas in July. Just like we said we would. I didn't see, and it even says right here, Christmas in July. We had, it was, face it. It was Christmas in July. You can't deny it. Thank you all so much for being there. Veseliki, it was my voice. Thank you very much for the kind words. And thank you all, Terry and Lisbeth and Veseliki. I'm sure I'm saying that completely wrong. And Andy and Leanne and everybody who was here for joining us for this holiday spectacular right here on.
It's the Bob Doyle Show.
We'll see you next week.
It's the Bob Doyle Show. It's the Bob